Hi everyone, it's Classy Otaku back for another E3 and hopes and expectations video. Hope you guys are excited because I certainly am. E3 starts later today, or at least later when this video goes up. It'll probably go up on Saturday. And I have a whole list of expectations as you can see scrolling by. Still haven't really figured out OBS, but one day I will get there. So, I just want to get started and say that this probably won't take too long and it will hopefully give a semi-broad overview of what I'm hoping for E3. There won't be anything from Ubisoft or Bethesda or honestly, even though I have an EA slide, I don't really have that much to say about it. This is mostly going to be focusing on Square Enix, Sony, and Nintendo, because I think those guys are going to be the big hitters for this year. So, let's get started. The first people I want to talk about really is EA, because I don't really think they have that much going on this year. The only game I can remember them having that I at least was interested in was Anthem. And that looked like a huge game. It looked perfect. You remember when you were a little kid and we were all imagining playing adventure with jetpacks and having our own treasure maps and this huge jungle experience. We wanted to be like Indiana Jones and stuff like that. That looks like the world that Anthem's gonna be in, that huge jungle they showed off. The only problem with it is we've kind of seen a lot of open world adventure games. We've seen like sci-fi jetpack exploring games. What game does this remind me of? It reminds me of like a mix between what was the game that it said it had like 1.7 billion worlds, but then everything looked exactly the same. Everyone got excited about it, and then it just didn't live up to that. Came out like 2 years ago. It was a space adventure game. Yeah, it just looks like that, except more fleshed out. The only problem is EA is known for let's just say trying to wring out every bit of money that they can get from people. So I'm expecting loot boxes for gear, to get the best gear, get the best weapons, or to do whatever. Because if they can do it with Star Wars Battlefront, they'll do it with anything, and that's just not going to endear EA to anyone anymore. So that's the only thing I had to say about EA. I hope they change their ways and they figure it out, or else they will. I don't want to say they'll die as a company because people are clearly still buying their products. But I don't know. I'm not interested, and I don't know any of my friends who are. Anyway, moving on. I believe the next slide was Square Enix. So there are 3 big games for Square Enix that are supposedly coming out this year. I think everyone knows that Kingdom Hearts 3 has been teased and prodded and talked up for years. Everyone wants it. Everyone wants to figure out when it's coming out. Everyone wants to play it and see if it's actually any good or if it's just shit. Oh, sorry, if it's just an awful game. And I think this is the year we're going to find out. They had some YouTubers like Skyward Wing and other big Kingdom Hearts players come out and try the Toy Story world. And they're supposedly going to have the exact same thing that the YouTubers played at E3 this year. So I think that's a good sign that it's either coming out this year or it's coming out really early 2019. Or they could just be doing this and say, oh, there's going to be a delay, but hey, there's a demo you can play. So, either way, it's good that there's something hard, like tangible, that people can grab onto. Sorry, that's my cat. She's kind of exploring around and doing random stuff. Are you behind the couch? She's behind the couch. So that's the first thing with Square Enix, Kingdom Hearts 3. Second thing that I am super excited about, and we got an announcement for it coming back on the Nintendo Switch, but since it's a Square Enix game, I wanted to talk about it here, is The World Ends With You. Oh my god, that game was so good on the DS, and I love it, and it's probably in my top 3 DS games, I'd probably want to say. The World Ends With You, remake of Chrono Trigger, because I never got to play it on anything else, and Pokemon Black and White. Are those my top 3 for the Nintendo DS? No, Golden Sun, Dark Dawn. Pokemon Black and White is definitely up there, but I don't know if it's top 3. It's definitely top 5. Anyway, World Ends With You. That is an incredible game with a good story. The soundtrack's amazing. If I had money back then and I played it when it first came out, I probably would have tried to get the soundtrack. Oh my god, it's so good. And if I didn't think I was going to get like flagged, not that anyone watches my videos, so I thought that anyone would watch, and I thought that Square Enix would find out, I would totally be playing that music in the background right now. But I'm not going to risk it. So it's coming out this year. At least it was teased on the Nintendo Direct in March with more story and extra, I don't want to say extra mode, but something's going to happen after the special ending when you get all the badges and you get the other world 7 days event done. So I'm excited because that was teased at the end of the original game, but nothing happened because it wasn't popular enough. But I guess it's popular enough for them to come back and remake it. I'm expecting it to come out I don't want to say December because it will get lost in the holiday title, whatever that's going to be. So my best guess is going to be August or somewhere slid in the middle of the holiday hype train because I don't really see it in October. It doesn't feel like an October game to me. Honestly, I thought it was going to come out in June or July, but that's when Octopath Traveler is coming out, which we'll be talking about in a couple minutes. In June, I don't really see them dropping it in the middle of E3 or like anywhere close to E3. So I don't know where this game's going to come out. So I'm just going to go with it's either August or December. But I'm hoping we find out the release date. I'm hoping we find out a little bit more information about it. I'm hoping we find out how much it's going to cost. Maybe even like a still image so I can see Neku in HD or something. But God, that game's going to be perfect. I'm going to get it. I already have it pre-ordered and it's going to be wonderful. Last and final game from Square Enix, though I'm sure Square Enix will have a multitude of games. That may even show off one of the games that they're developing with Nintendo, since they announced that they have a whole department dedicated to Nintendo Switch games. So maybe we'll find out about one of those. But the last one I really want to talk about is Octopath Traveler, since it's coming in basically a month. We already know that there's going to be a special edition of it. It's been confirmed. It's been sold out already. So I'm wondering if there's anything more we're going to find out about. We already know the 8 characters. We know about the pseudo morality system. I don't really want to know much more about it, but I'd be surprised if we didn't get at least a little glimpse or a little reminder of one that there's a demo for it for like the 50 millionth time and that it's coming out. I don't really expect much more about it. Maybe they'll announce some really special limited edition for it, or maybe they'll show off maybe a mini game section. Or maybe they'll say that there's a new game plus mode. Who knows? But I'd be a little surprised if we didn't see at least a 30-second reminder about it. Now, I didn't put this down for Square Enix, but at least on the slide for the pictures, but I have a feeling that we're going to be getting a remake of something soon. And my heart is set on Chrono Trigger, but I wouldn't be against like Secret of Mana or something. Is the Mana series Square Enix? I'm pretty sure the Mana series is Square Enix. I could be wrong, but I don't know. I just have a feeling that something else from Square is getting remade soon. I don't know what. I'm hoping for Chrono Trigger because a lot of people didn't get to play it. But or Chrono Cross, I didn't play that even though it's apparently some kind of pseudo sequel to the series. But you never know. So after Square Enix, we're gonna talk about Sony. Big boys. Oh yes, Sony had a amazing year last year. God of War, Horizon Zero Dawn, Persona 5. Oh, I know there's like 50 million other games that came out, but those are the three I spent way too much time on. Especially God of War. That has a special place in my heart because I love the God of War franchise. Anyway, since I already started talking about that, God of War, I think there's going to be some kind of DLC announcement. I don't know why. I just want there to be DLC. There's also like a couple of, okay, spoilers for God of War 4. Have you clicked away from it yet? Okay, I hope so. So, there are different worlds you go into because this is Norse mythology and there's like 9 different realms or 12, something like that. Some random multiple of 3 or 4 that you go into, and you have to explore to be able to do all the quests and finally get the goal of the game, which is to take the ashes of your new wife to be scattered from the highest point of the 9 realms. However, there are some realms you just can't go into. Now, I'm thinking that would be perfect for DLC because there's no way there's going to be teasing these realms for you not to be able to see. Granted, that could just be for the next game in the series, which I wouldn't be upset if that's just what they did, if they saved it for that. But I think DLC, that's just a good point for DLC. I don't know anything else they could do with DLC, but I just want it. More God of War, please. Please, 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 please. Please. Going off of that, we still know almost nothing of Final Fantasy VII. Absolutely nothing besides the fact that it's supposed to be episodic and they're adding in gameplay elements of Final Fantasy 15. Now, there have been a lot of news and reports about how development's not really going that well. So I'm going to say, if we hear anything about it, it's not going to be good news. Mainly saying that development's being paused on it, or that they might not be continuing with the project, which sucks because I really want Final Fantasy VII to get remade. But I'd rather they do it well than them remaking it and messing it up. So I'd rather them just not remake it if it's going to be bad. Granted, we can also hear that, like, it's going good. Everything's going great. Nothing's gone wrong, and it's coming out next year, because there's no way in blank that Final Fantasy VII is coming out this year. There's no way. I would be shocked. Then again, I was also shocked when Xenoblade Chronicles 2 actually came out on time. So, anything is possible. I just don't think it's going to happen. So, in Final Fantasy VII, I'm going to jump to The Last of Us Part 2, or whatever it's being called. I don't think that has a release date. I'd be surprised if we didn't see it. I don't know what they're going to show. I mean, I guess they'd show off gameplay, and I don't think we're gonna get a release date for it. That seems more. Last of Us 2 seems more next year for me, but I don't really know what's going on with Sony. To be fair, half the reason I even pay attention to the Sony conferences is because hi Kitty, is because they have amazing orchestras that come and it's awesome and it gets me so hyped because I love orchestra music. So we'll find out something about it. I have no clue what. I'm not even going to make a guess on it. What I will make a guess on is Shenmue 3. We have to know more about it. The Last Guardian came out already, and Shenmue 3 got announced in the same E3 conference as The Last Guardian. So I think we're gonna get a CG trailer for it. At least I hope. And I'm gonna guess that there is a release year. I don't think they're gonna give us a month. I don't think they're gonna give us a quarter. I'm just thinking they're just gonna say it's either coming out 2019 or 2020. Or they could have been working on this amazingly well and that's gonna be one of their winter releases. But I'm thinking summer of next year. Whether or not they say summer, that's up to them. I don't really know. Now, I didn't put this here because I can't remember if this was a Sony game or not. Excuse me. That was uncomfortable. Was Days Gone By. And I don't really have anything more to say about it than it's going to show up. I don't know. I'm not interested in it. The more I find out about it, the more meh I feel about the game. But those are my guesses for Sony. And I think it's just going to be good. Oh, wait, no, I have one more thing for Sony, which is also kind of Nintendo. Persona 5. I don't think it's coming to Switch. I don't believe it will ever get to Switch, but I want it on Switch. So I'm going to say Persona 5 for Switch, Joker for Assist Trophy. Let's go. Joker's not getting into Smash Brothers any other way besides like an Assist Trophy. Let's be honest, guys. But Persona 5 for Switch. Let's go. I want it. Make it happen, Sony. Okay, on to Nintendo, who I'm honestly the most excited for. I've always been a Nintendo fangirl. Even though I kind of always stuck a little bit with Sony. I'm like 60-40 with Nintendo and Sony, let's be honest. But I don't like Nintendo's already won E3 for many people because Smash Brothers is coming out. Smash Brothers is gonna blow the gate, and they're gonna show off at least. I think they're showing off like 10 characters because they have so many franchises where they can just show 3 characters off in a single trailer without spending a super amount of time on them. They can. I say confirm, but we know none of them are leaving. All of the characters from Mario in a single trailer because they've played the same forever. Mario's never changed. Luigi hasn't really changed except for his special. Peach is the same. Bowser's the same. Maybe Bowser Jr. will show up in the same trailer. That's 5 characters they can confirm easily. Easily. Not even counting Wario. So 6. They can confirm 6 characters in one single trailer without them telling us that much. They can do the same thing for Legend of Zelda, Link, Zelda, Sheik. Maybe they'll tell us if Sheik and Zelda are combined again. I really hope they are. I think it really messed with the character to split them up. I don't really think that worked. It didn't work for Zelda. Zelda needed Sheik, and Sheik needed Zelda's ability to. Didn't need it, but it was always nice to have the ability to just have a very hard hitting attack, and having their transformation was always cool. So I wanted to go back to how it was in Melee and Brawl, but we'll see. Anything else I want to say for Smash? Smash is coming out in September. I put money on it that Smash is coming out in September. I don't think any other month would work because December is usually like the RPG month. And unless they have something else, unless Fortnite is coming out in September to launch their awful, awful online service. Okay, I won't say it's awful. They're underwhelming online service. Let's go with that. So unless Fortnite is coming out then, or Paladins is coming out beyond like the free version of Paladins is coming out in September, they need something to launch their online service with. And Smash makes the most sense because as far as I'm concerned, until Smash comes out, I'm not buying that online service. I love Splatoon 2 and I love Mario Kart, but I don't need an online for that because Octopath Traveler is coming out in July and I'll be busy with that for months. I can play that. I can beat Celeste and Dundara because those games are kicking my behind. And I have plenty of other games I can entertain myself by replaying. I don't need the online system until Smash comes out. Then I'll buy it. So they need a lot to be able to get people to pay $20 for that. Even though it's $20 a year, people like me are still gonna put it off. Anything else for Smash? I mean, I guess I could put in my 2 cents since I'm not making a separate video about characters I think are gonna get into Smash because everyone's already done it, so there's no point. Anyone else I think is going to Smash? I think whoever the new Fire Emblem character is going to have a very good chance in getting in. I think they might cut one of the Fire Emblem representatives unless the roster is going up by at least 10 people. Maybe not 10, but 10. Unless the roster is going up by 10 people, they're probably going to have to. They will probably want to cut one of those characters because they all play the same. And I love Fire Emblem. Fire Emblem is one of my favorite game franchises. But it's getting to be a bit much. So the Fire Emblem 16 protagonist is probably a shoo-in. Ice Climbers is coming back. I hope. I want them back. I love them, and I want to figure out how to wobble in HD because I never figured it out in Melee because I'm not that good in Smash. I hope Shantae makes it. That would be fun. And I hope Cloud and Bayonetta stay. But I have no clue who's making it in. And that's the best part about Smash. Banjo-Kazooie could probably make it in. I'll have a better idea of who may or may not be getting in based on whomever they're going to show off at E3 because they're showing off at least 2 new characters on E3 or they're showing off 2 returning characters. So if they show off Ice Climbers, maybe Wolf? You know what? Yeah, Wolf. He deserves to come back. There's not that many Star Fox characters. And maybe Ridley will get in because they need more Samus characters, but Metroid characters, I mean. But I really don't know. I think if you want to have a better discussion on who's going to get into Smash, I would recommend GameXplain because they've already gone crazy in guessing. But I just want Ice Climbers back. They can have whomever else they want. Just give me Ice Climbers, and I will be content. So, from that 5-minute rant on Smash Brothers, basically repeating the same stuff over and over again, let's go into Fire Emblem. Gosh, we know nothing about Fire Emblem 16. Absolutely nothing. And it is so, so sad. So I think we're going to get a name. I think we're going to get a release date since it's apparently still coming out this year. Apparently. I don't know how that's still going to happen. And we're going to get a CG trailer. I don't think we're going to get much more than that, but we're going to get a release date and a CG trailer. Do I think any of the rulers about Elegy of the Brave and Fire Emblem Memories and what was it, the Gothic vampires and pirate ship was real? No. No. It would be cool. I would love to have a pirate ship, like a Pirate Fire Emblem game, where the characters could be semi-similar to Velvet from Tales of Berseria. That would be cool. I hope it happens. It will never happen. Speaking about Tales of Berseria, that needs to come to Switch too. I don't think it'd be too hard to port it over because it looks about as graphically powerful as Ys 7 or Ys 8, whichever one is coming to Switch. So I don't think it'd be that hard. Anyway, I think the protagonist or like the closest secondary protagonist, kind of like how Azura and Corrin were both really the protagonists of Fates. I think one of them will get in Smash. And if I had to guess when Fire Emblem was coming out, I'd say October. I think, yeah, October. I think that's a good time. Either like late October, like the 22nd. I'm not even looking at a calendar to say what day. Like 22nd of October, or like the very first week of November. It's not going to be a holiday title. It's just going to sneak in there and get undercut by their big holiday game, the same as Warriors was. And that's really all I have to say about Fire Emblem, and really about Nintendo, because Nintendo, I have no clue what's going on with them. I don't know what's going to come out. That's kind of been the big thing for the Switch, is just not knowing what amazing game is coming next. Like, not knowing what's coming up on the eShop. Not knowing what's good. Like, Nintendo has been really good at surprising people in the past year and a half. Anything through the Switch has been a huge surprise. So I'm expecting that to keep happening. And really what I want from Nintendo is something that I'm not going to see coming. So stuff like Paladins, Fortnite, Crash Bandicoot, things like that. I kind of expect them to be at E3, but I have no clue. I really don't. And I really hope that link of the schedule of their show floor and whatever that had Paladins and Fortnite on it isn't true, because I really do want to be surprised. I don't want to go in there knowing everything, because as fun as it was to know everything, to know that The Legend of Zelda was basically the only thing we were going to find out about, being surprised and having the hype is the best part of E3. So that's really all I gotta say about Nintendo. I hope you knock my socks off. Wait, actually, one thing that's probably gonna be there, their other mobile game that looks like an RPG, that's probably gonna be there. I forgot that came out. I don't remember what it's called, but that's probably gonna be there. I'll probably get like a side mention since they're doing a direct style. But yeah, so Smash, Fire Emblem, something to knock my socks off, that mobile game. I'm thinking another RPG is probably going to get announced. I don't know why Nintendo's been knocking out of the park with the RPGs or like really long games recently. So, and unlike a lot of other people, I am kind of looking forward to when they drop Undertale, because one of my best friends loves Undertale, so she'll be excited and pleased when that finally gets a release date. So, those are my expectations for E3. That's all I got. kind of rambled along for a bit. This is longer than I thought. I thought it was only going to be 15 minutes. So it's double that. And I hope you guys enjoy. I hope all of your hopes and dreams are met. And this E3 is going to be good. I just know it. So I hope you guys have a good day, night, time, or whatever. And this is Classy, signing off.